closer. I'm too sleazy for you. You don't wanna roll with me. I can be your best friend, be your worst enemy. Don't fuck with the GC. I don't be loving these hoes. Love my money, baby. Streets be calling, nighttime falling. I be all steady, stalking, hawking. I'm too sleazy for you. You don't wanna roll with me. What up, what up, what up, what up? Don't fuck with the GC. Y'all already know what it is, man. We back at it, baby. Streets be calling, nighttime falling. Sleeves. All steady, stalking, hawking. Don't play yourself. Fucking with sleeves is bad for you. Alright, we about to get into this shit right quick, man. Let's go ahead and drop this music right quick. Okay, y'all. We got one for y'all today, man. It's about friends or being in a relationship, meaning would you just be like, would y'all just rather be friends with the benefits of being like, if you are still in a relationship, but just being friends and cordial? Or do you think like if you want to be, if you call yourself friends, it should be more friendly, more without the sex, without dates and all that shit? Like, also, I mean, is it worth being in a relationship these days and all that, though? I got a video that I'm going to play, probably a little bit of it. It's kind of a little long, so we'll just try to, like, pick apart some of this shit, though. For the most part, though, I did say I was going to have a little video chat. I will have that, but it won't be on the show. It could be after the show, so I have a link, and we could definitely talk about the show or a lot of things about it if y'all want to. I will also put the link in the description as well. Let me get that together for y'all right quick. Like I said, link will be in the description, and like I said, y'all can definitely reach out to a brother and shit, and we definitely can comment on this shit though. Let me see. Hold the fuck on. I ain't want to join that shit. Turn that off, right? All right. With that being said, man, let me go ahead and get this link together right quick. Okay. Let me put this link in the description for y'all all and shit. Like I said, y'all just go ahead and follow this link. I'm about to throw it in my timeline now and shit. Damn. Okay. Throw that link in my timeline. There we go. It's called Riverside FM, so when y'all see it, I just posted it. Is in my Facebook link and stuff. If y'all see all the links on there on my page, y'all can see how to reach that and shit. Also, on my YouTube channel as well, though, and shit. With that being said, let's get into this video and shit, man. This shit crazy as fuck, though, and shit. Like I said, man, a lot of people rather just be friends. A lot of people rather just be in a relationship. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and drop this disclaimer, and we'll get into it, though. All right, y'all, we back, baby, for FAKALAHA podcast, man. Like I said, man, go on and hit that bell button, like and subscribe and all that, man. I appreciate it and shit, man, 100%. With that being said, man, let's get into this motherfucking video, yo.
So, what does the dynamic look like becoming friends before forming a relationship? Should you allow a man to court / take you on dates while forming a friendship, or wait to be courted once a bond has been established? I just find that sometimes dating right away can get convoluted, and I'm not pertaining, and I guess she's not alluding to sexually. Hopefully this makes sense.
All right. I'm just gonna go with what I gathered from that question. So, right. If we're trying to be friends before having a relationship, then no, we don't need to be going on dates. That's not friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the struggle people have with being friends first is that they don't want that person that they like or have interest in to be seeing people, and so they put dating dynamics, try to force it into this situation where it's like, yo, now you're crossing the line. If it's that means we hang out when we want to hang out. We talk when we want to talk. We're both free to do as we please. We cannot regulate each other's behavior, who we meet tomorrow, who we entertain, none of that, because we're focused on just being friends.
Let me intervene in this shit right quick. My definition ain't so much like that though. I think if I'm a be a friend with a woman, it's levels to this shit. Like you can be on the friendly friend side, like almost like a gay guy, like being a friend to a woman and just be the talker, listener, go out shopping with her and tell her she look nice and this and that and stuff. But as a guy that's pursuing a woman, whether or not I'm going to be with this woman or not, it's got to be fucking dating. A lot of qualities got to show up for me to really, like, put all my chips in this basket. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what he talking about, but I like the friend zone more. That's how you can kind of get to know a person really more well and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So
once we decide we want to now move up a level and actually date, now we can set parameters like, all right, well, let's start to exclusively date, not see other people, think if that's what two people agree upon. Because even then, I'm a believer that if you're single, you're free to do as you please. You don't to see one person if you don't want to.
That's
just
true.
Be mindful if you can handle that or not. But getting back to her question, it's just a matter of you got to put boundaries. And if it's friendship, then it's strictly friendship. It's the same way you would treat any other friend.
That ain't true though. I'm not gonna play them games like I don't want to fuck or like I don't. It's just like we just friends. Like I mean, ain't nothing serious on this tab like and shit. So I don't know. I don't get where he coming from though.
I agree with that. I definitely agree. The thing is, I'm possessive, so I'm definitely one of them type of people that y'all. I'm definitely possessed. I don't share.
And that's the problem right there. That's why most men or maybe women in general don't want to be friends and be sleeping together and all the extra that come with it, because they almost seem like if now they belong to them and hold on, we ain't together or nothing, we just fucking around, we friends and shit. Like, so just like she said, she kind of like them the ones you can't be friends with though, because like any given moment I can be probably doing something else with somebody or something, like, so like he said, like I'm free to do whatever I want, just like vice versa, like, so I can't be mad or nothing, like, and you just got to play your part until the time is right though.
Pencils, I don't share paper, I don't share mint. That's not, I don't share. So but I hear you though. That's actually very good. That's very good. Okay, we got another good one. Hold on, there's another one here. Okay, I like this one. She said, I just got back with my ex. We met 7 years ago and things didn't work out then, but we reconnected recently and I'm completely in love with him with every ounce of my being. Okay. Recently. We are connected in a way that we finish each other's thoughts and sentences. We just got back from vacation this morning and his ex texted him saying that she is pregnant.
Oh, shit.
I can feel
Damn.
I can feel my heart aching in my chest. I thought we would experience this together for the first time. I need advice. Please help.
Let me give you some advice before he gets started, but we still gonna comment on his and shit. That's crazy though. Me myself, once I done left my exes alone, I really can't see me like getting back with them for various reasons. But I mean, that's crazy though. But I don't know. You shouldn't take it no way. I mean, that was before your time, if so, and just let it be and embrace the kid. Like, I mean, it's just plain and simple. Like, how your heart dropping and shit. Like, that's where that insecurity come in at. Like, you shouldn't be insecure. If y'all found the new love again, then you should be holding on to that and realize that that wouldn't even be, I guess, what come between what y'all got. So don't be insecure about it, man. Embrace it and stuff.
So, I mean, it's unfortunate news. I don't think anyone would be happy to hear that.
No.
But I don't think that needs to stop the potential of this relationship. I think if what she's saying is true, that there's a real connection there, they got back together, everything is moving great, and clearly this is a bump in the road, an unexpected situation. Don't let that get in the way. And let me just say this.
Didn't I just say that? Like, I wouldn't let that get in the way. Embrace it.
I feel the need to mention this. You know, I have this belief that from a spiritual perspective, when two people are supposed to be together, a lot of times they have a very hard time getting together because the devil, the enemy, whatever you want to call it, is going to interfere in a union that can bring about something better. When people don't belong together, he'll step aside and say, "Do y'all damn thing," because he knows trouble is ahead. He knows it's going to end in misery anyway and throw y'all off track. So it's not shocking that her finding this, connection with this man, everything working out, that now this unfortunate scenario is thrown at her. But I don't think she should let that deter her. I think if she's spiritual, I don't know, what her beliefs are, but if she's spiritual, time to pray. This is the time to talk to God about, all right, how does he want her to move in this situation? You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Just asking this guy, okay, what is his thoughts as far as how does he want to go about this? What is he thinking? Because I do also want to encourage her that if she's going to be with this man, don't be that woman that discourages him taking care of his child. Like,
no, absolutely.
Let the man be a father and do what he needs to do, but set proper boundaries so that he can have a healthy co-parenting relationship, but a healthy relationship with her as well.
And I will also say this. I think that if she just found out she was pregnant, that means that y'all might be seeing each other for 1 to 3 months. Just going off of me being I have a baby. Okay. I'm saying to myself, 1 to 3 months, y'all in love, y'all finishing each other's sentences, it's all wonderful, fine and dandy. It's really early, and I'm in comfortable situations. You escalate. I mean, you're familiar with somebody, you dated them before, you get into a situation, and now you're all hitting the gas pedal at this point, and everything feels like it's so great and so awesome. But take your time. If there's anything you can learn from anything that I've done, take your time.
You can take your time, but don't be a damn turtle about taking your time. Like, it's a big difference. Like, most people call taking their time is for years. Like, nobody got that much time to be waiting and shit. Time waits for nobody. Like, so I'll just say in this scenario, besides also praying to God, just be real and shit, man. Be open. Tell him how you feel now so it won't be a damn body blow in the head punch later and shit. Like, because if you don't feel like that, you don't want him to be in this kid's life because of the mother, then, bitch, you need to get gone and shit, because ain't no way in the fuck I'm deserting my kid over you, bitch. Like, so, like I said, you just need to just suck it up and keep doing what y'all doing and shit. And let me say this, though, man. I don't know why people be putting their faith in another person, meaning, like, relationship-wise. It's just like a car, man. You know you got to keep this motherfucker up, man. Or you won't be able to ride right, or it won't ride right and shit. Like, it's almost like a everyday thing with a person and shit, man. Like I said, you is now got two minds now. You got two feelings now. You got to take care of this shit. Like, so relationships is hard, man. Like, and honestly, it don't make it no easier because it's a lot of people like the old saying is a lot of fish in the sea. And it's a lot of men, it's a lot of women in the world. If not, can do what you do better or just as good, or even can attract your significant into like going astray and shit. Like, so that's why I just say, like, I'd rather be just kind of free to avoid all the daggers and shit, like, cause I'm even a victim of myself, like even seeing women that just fine, thick, or just all shape and sizes, like that I would love to get with or fuck around with or whatever the case. Like, so I'm not really stable in my own mind, like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. A lot of people love to be like connected and like be, I guess, somebody next to them and shit. In a sense, that really ain't me. In a sense, like, I'd rather have you, but I don't want you on me, like, you know what I'm saying? And two, even if I did like want you on me and we like, I know eventually it's gonna get played out and shit, you know what I'm saying? So let's roll the tape.
Because I feel like sometimes we can get lost in feeling comfortable with somebody that we're not actually seeing who they are today or some of the things that you notice. So really take that time to pray and get into your word, because, man, if you get infatuated like that, you know, that means y'all might be doing other things besides praying. Okay, remember, so I'm just saying.
She did say, though, that they dated 7 years ago. So right. It depends on how long. So they already have, like, it's technically 3 months plus whatever history they have from before. You see what I'm saying?
So they're trying to say stuff.
I'm saying there's a higher level of familiarity in that compared to two random people who met for 3 months.
Let me say something about that, though. You know what be killing me about people that you done dated before, like a while back, or messed around with a while back, and you get back with them or get with them, and they act so like if we ain't never fucked or did, like, ain't no fucking, like, we ain't breaking tradition. Like, it's still going down. Like, I don't care how old you got or nothing, or things change. Like, it should still be that same spark and just still, like, carry on. Like, so that should be funny to me, like, and shit sometimes, though. Let's roll the tape.
But your point is still 100% accurate. Take your time. This is the time to pray. And listen, I think in most situations, if a woman takes a step back,
right,
allows herself to just go within herself, her intuition will tell her what's up. A lot of
that's
times,
true.
It's not that women don't know. It's that they ignore their intuition, that they hold on to what they see and ignore what they're feeling and sensing. Right. They're just not embracing the blessing they have within them to see past the BS, to see past the facades that's presented to them. So if she just, as you said, takes a step back, pray, trust that intuition, she'll be fine. She can't get caught up in the craziness of the situation on the surface.
Right. Because I would also say, you know, listen, don't rush into be somebody's stepmama. That's just what I'm saying. You know,
how could she say that shit? Like, people like that kill me, man. Because if you had kids, I'm pretty sure you won't want somebody to be in your life. And you're going to also want somebody to treat your kids like if that's their own. Like, so I never got that. Like, most people in the world is raised by stepfathers or stepmothers and shit. Like, even if they is got a relationship with their biological parents. Like, so I hate when people act like that. Like, that shit irked me, though, because I don't mind being a stepfather to no kid and helping them or whatever. Like, I mean, that shit, but...
Look, I know you laughing, but I'm don't rush into that. That is not an easy role. You coming in early and he's hit with that text message. I also feel like it's important to see people through stressful situations. I don't feel like you really know somebody until you go through something stressful with them and see how they handle the situation. And so they're
That's a true fact too, though, man. a lot of people get in relationships real quick without even seeing how much a person is proving they worth and shit. Like, that's why I never been like, we call them sucker for loves, like when they want to be loving somebody real quick and love somebody quick and all lovey-dovey quick. When these person haven't even been through your hardest struggles, like, or even been tested, like, through the test of time, like, how much will you stick by a brother's side? How much will you be on my team? How could you really help me in a lot of things I'm trying to accomplish and shit? Like, so it's a lot, man, that got to do with being with somebody, man. You gotta actually wanna really put your all into this and shit. Like, if it's something that you really love or even like a lot, you will put your all into it, though. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want, though. But for the most part, man, I like that conversation. I definitely got to get me a co-host, though, and shit. You know what I'm saying, though? But let's roll the tape, though.
Maybe a lot you can learn from it, but I'm just saying, take your time. Make sure that you are clear about how you're moving forward, because this does sound a lot like infatuation, and anybody can feel like your husband in 3 months.
Damn, that's real. Shout out to her, though, man. Like I said, I'm sorry to keep pausing the tape and shit, but that's so real, man. A lot of people get caught up in the good sex or the good how he treat me, like, but like I said, man, what goes up must come down. Is you gonna really be there when I'm down, or you gonna really be there if I fuck around and fuck somebody else? Or not to even say that, because you ain't, but it's just more like, man, it's a lot, man. You gonna have to endure, withstand, trust on, believe on. That's why I said relationships is a hard pill to swallow. And then on top of that, y'all want to double down and get married? Like, yikes. Like, shit. Man, marriage is just the biggest trap in the world. Like, you almost signing your whole life on the line, like you being captured. Like, I was talking to a friend about this and shit, man. Like, it's just crazy how people could sign a contract to make sure that they will never leave each other and they gonna be together, like, or it's gonna be repercussions. Like, that's what the contract basically say and shit. But nobody lives up to these vows and these contracts that they sign up and preach out to, for. Do you swear to take this man or this woman to death do you part, sickness and health, whether he cheat on you or not, beat the fuck out you, or she take all your money and just like blame kids on you, and just like you gotta suck all that up and just take it and be together and shit. Like, so it's just crazy. Like, man, a lot of people put themselves in these situations. That's why, honestly, I'd rather be just a friend to a woman, like friends with benefits, like that and shit. Like, you can benefit the same way as we was in a relationship, but you just wouldn't really have too much say so, which you wouldn't really anyway, but it's just more like, I mean, I could do what I want to do, but you know how it go with relationships. It's almost like you got a probation officer checking on you and shit, like, so. It's just, I just rather, without all the argument, all the hoopla and shit, let's just keep it cordial and just, you know, be free and shit. That way, won't nobody feelings get hurt or nothing won't happen, you know, everything be everything. And you still can love a G, shit, and feel for me, take care of me, be there for me, all that, and vice versa, like, so. You just gotta just show your worth and shit, man. I'll truly probably decide on how I would want my life to be and shit, like, so. Let's roll the tape some more.
Just saying.
Now, I'm going to dispute that real quick.
What? Okay, go ahead, hit me.
Let me tell you. All right. because I'm a firm believer that love doesn't take time.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so at all.
Love take
I
time.
think that when you sit down and you talk to people who have experienced a genuine connection, they all talk about how instantaneous it was. Even if they didn't understand completely what was going on, first conversation, first couple of days, they knew something was there that was not there with anyone else. All right? I believe that for many people, when they need more time, they're just trying to get comfortable with the situation, or they're even trying to grow to love someone, which is actually the wrong way to go about it.
I like that conversation, man. Shout out. What's this guy name? Oh, the Stephanie. I can't really see that from afar. But y'all definitely go on there and subscribe and check them out though. But damn, he hitting it right on the button with, especially with me though. Like, I've never been the type that love quick. Like, I've never been the type to jump in relationships quick. And when I'm in them, I try to be in them and shit. Like, at least for as long as I live, for real, through the good and bad. But shit happens. And honestly, I only been in like maybe three and a half relationships in my life and shit. And I say 3.5 because the last one was like, it was funny. But it ain't last, but it went 6 months, but we was trying to grow. But like the shit he said about being in a relationship and just jumping right into action, that was my last not the last one, but before the last one. And it ain't paying out right and shit, man. If I would have stuck to what I usually stick to, a lot of things wouldn't have happened to me in that time with her and shit, like. But I try to stick with relationships for the long haul, for real, like for real, and that's why I really don't be so quick to jump in them. It's just on the simple fact, when I'm in them, and the other person don't fail to realize that it's supposed to be forever, but it don't be. So instead of putting all my eggs in baskets like that, I'd rather just bet on myself and shit. Like, I'd rather be with myself for real. You know what I'm saying? I'll date you, kick it with you, grow to be fond of you and all that, but I mean, shit, at the end of the day, man, ain't nobody gonna love me or be in love with me like me and shit. Like, so that's the real about it all, though, and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, this guy, I ain't trying to say it like that, but he come off like if he could be wild or he just love the love. Like, she seemed like I want to say she seemed like more like she guard her feelings, but not really. But she come off like I do and shit. Like, I kind of I got to feel you out. You got to grow on me more, like, so.
So in reality, it can happen that fast. I think, again, this goes back to, you got to see the difference between, as you mentioned, infatuation and connection. Right. Infatuation is very surface driven. All right. It's, oh my God. Like, so for example, woman meets a man. Let's just say this scenario, man's a 6-figure earner. He does well, good looking, no kids. Like, his resume is on point. So she's running home. Oh my gosh, I met this great man. We had a great conversation. Boom, boom, boom. Right. And that relationship stays on the surface, and that's what she's locked in on. She's locking in on the fantasy of it all, what she dreams of this becoming. But ignoring the fact that y'all never really got deep into each other to know, who have you shown yourself at your core? Because if you haven't been yourself, don't expect to have seen himself. Don't expect his true self if you're holding back. All right. So I agree with that. Is that two people who have a connection can be themselves, are very open. They go deeper within each other.
Give me a minute, y'all.
This can occur very quickly. You know what I'm saying? And it can be genuine. So I do think that I'm not concerned about the 3 months.
You're not.
I want her to make sure this is that connection versus she's just happy to have a man right now. Everything seems good, and now she's getting thrown off by this baby situation.
I mean, well, thrown off is that's not a bad thing to be thrown off about. That's where I'm at. Listen, I won't be mad at you if you say, listen, I'm not ready to be somebody's, to jump into a situation. I'm actually the opposite believer. I think that love takes time. I think that you can feel like you're love somebody for a while. You can feel like that for 3 to 6 months, but I think love is a choice. I choose to love you even when I don't feel like it. There's going to be times in marital situations where you don't necessarily feel those butterflies and love feelings, but I'm choosing to love you anyway. I'm choosing to stay loyal to you and be your companion in good, bad, ugly, those kind of things whenever I find that, but I'm just saying, that's what I think. I think love takes time.
So
you're right. Love takes time. Love is like a building, like you trying to build some shit. Like, it don't happen overnight. That shit take time. Like, I mean, you never see the big picture unless it take time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll never understand what I'm drawing or what I'm about to write or say until the song is finished or the painting is done. Like, it take time. Like, it ain't gonna happen right away overnight. That's why I said, like, for men and women in general, you gotta show your worth, man. Like, you honestly gotta lay it on the line to show your worth. And honestly, I won't even put it on the men too. I would really put it more on the women to show their worth. Cause now, especially these days, women is more falling off and getting devalued as women now. It's almost like women is men and they want to be treated like men and stuff instead of women. For most men, we very simple. All you gotta do, honestly, is be a woman and stuff. We not asking you to be our mothers, cause I don't think y'all could ever get that, like, on that statue, like. But you can be as close, just like how they say you can't be Jesus, but you could try to walk in the path. Like, be a woman and stuff. Be caring. Be thoughtful. Be mindful. Know your place and your position. Be respectful. Cook. Clean. Ask the guy how he feel, what he want. Like, if it's gonna be like an equal thing, you gotta be participating, but even more though, cause y'all women though, you gotta be on this level. Like, that's the only way you will really be able to bag the man you want or bag a man that you really crave for though. Men don't gotta do too much. That's why I can't really too much speak on a man and stuff. A man just gotta be a man and stuff. Like, that's it. Like, but women, y'all gotta be a woman though.
my thing is this.
Hold on, y'all.
To me, we don't choose to love. We choose to express love. All right? Okay. Love exists within itself. Love is spirit. Love is God. Love is energy. It's already there. All right? Okay. It's within us. And then we choose who we give it to. Now, being in love to me or having a connection is when what I believe is our spirit recognizing our match. Because, they say things happen in the spiritual before they happen in the physical.
Yes.
The spirit already knew what was up. And so put it like this. When I say love doesn't take time, if we believe God is love,
yes,
God needs 3 months to tell you who's for you? You think God... No, God knows from the jump who's for you and who's not. So right. The is that this person being for you and that connection being there, it's either there or it's not. It can't be created. It doesn't come about over time. It's either there or it's not. What takes time for many people is the embracing of that reality or the accepting that love isn't really there. Because now going back to that example of we're married, we don't always have those butterflies. The reality is that a lot of married people, they ain't got the butterflies because they was never really in love. They was infatuated. They had an unhealthy attachment. They had other things that brought them together. And so now they got to try to force themselves to express love. But even in those moments when they're quote unquote giving their partner love, you ain't giving them love. You're just giving him obligation. You're just doing what you don't want to hear her nag today. You just don't want to be the bad guy. You see, the driving force behind that person's action isn't actually love.
No, I get that.
You know what I'm saying? Their intent isn't about pouring into you.
Right.
Their intent is to shut you up. Their intent is to manipulate you into giving them what they wanted. Their intent has nothing to do about your well-being. It's about serving them. You see what I'm saying? But on the surface, it looks like love because we've attached certain actions to, oh, well, that person must love them. No, like, for example, there could be a man right now who's with a woman doing all this sweet stuff, right?
Right.
And someone will look at that and say, oh my gosh, he loves her so much. No, he don't. He's trying to trap her ass because he knows that in the end, he's trying to get what he wants. He don't give a damn about how she feels. He don't care about her well-being. He cares about manipulating her. Now, this isn't to say every dude showing love is manipulating. It's just to say love cannot be evaluated on the surface because it starts from the spirit. And it's intent. The surface is just action. You know what I'm saying? You never know what's driving that action. Why? And I'll swing it back to you, which is why people got to get in touch with their spirit. Because again, you know how they say real recognize real. Well, I always say fake fall for fake. We don't know who we are, so we get fooled by people who are manipulating us.
Right.
Loving ourselves, so we get fooled by people who don't truly love us.
That's true.
When we fortify that within ourselves, we'll see that much more clearer, and our spirit will pick up on what's not right and what's off in this situation. But
hey, we're gonna double back on this, man. Part 2 coming soon in like probably about 20 minutes or so, man. We gonna go on and double up. We got like 15 minutes left on this. I like they vibe and how they coming off, and I got a lot to say on these stuff and they topics though. So with that being said, I'm glad y'all tuned in, and I'll be right back, man. FAKALAHA, you already know. Like and subscribe too, y'all. I'm too sleazy for you. You don't wanna roll with me. I can be your best friend, be your worst enemy. Don't fuck with the GC.